Hello, everybody. Through my games, you're back once again. For you guys, it's been a week. For me, it's been a minute, maybe two. But I'm back once again. We're here to record episode 30 of the Guild Wars Factions playthrough. Yeah, I'm at a slightly different location than I was in that one because I was originally thinking of going right into that side quest. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to sell my inventory, clear out my inventory, make my life easier. And then I had a revelation. I was like, wait, I have faction from clearing all those enemies, doing those side quests. There's this thing I haven't showed off yet, which is Kurzick skills. 3,000 each. I actually spent most of mine trying to get to tier 7. I want to get to tier 7. I even think I've been tier 6 for like the last 3 years or something because I don't farm faction. I don't. I'm sorry. But, because it's just so much. So much. But there's a skill that I absolutely adore that feels almost mandatory for Ritualist, which is, well, not mandatory, extremely helpful if you're doing a spirit focused build like myself. So it's not going to have as much an impact on our current setup, so I don't plan on using this right now. But when we find SOS, which I actually should look up where we can get it, because I do know, I'm 99% sure we can't be that far from where Signature Spirits is capturable. Soul Twisters is not that far from where we are, so I will find it. But it is the Rich Kurzick skill, Summon Spirits. There is also a Luxon version, but Kurzick's for the win. So basically, what this means is that this is based on your title track with your chosen faction. So basically, what can happen is that I can be like, it's so nice about this is most of the time you summon your spirits, they can't move, and they can't move to follow you, so they just will have to die. And you're like, well, there they go. But with summon spirits, you can be like, actually, they're coming with me, and then you can just summon them, heal them, and they'll just teleport to you. And it has a 5-second cooldown. I don't know if there's a maximum range. It says all spirits you control shadow step to your location, and then heal. But it's like so nice because there's a rich list one where that's a non PV only skill, which Kurzick skills are PV only skills. I don't think I brought that up yet before. Um, but where it's like can be used in PvP and PV, which is only one spirit, which would be so obnoxious. Like you, yes, you too. That'd be so obnoxious. Um, but yeah, it's a nice skill to have, and I plan on once I get further along and I finalize my build setup, I do plan on adding that into my repertoire. Alright, so this is Forester Master Vasha. This is good time in Fearmy games. No doubt the gods had a hand in your arrival. Listen, Luxon scouts have been sighted in Ferndale. My scouts lost them, but they have not. They can't have gone far. We need help searching the rest of Ferndale. If those Luxon scouts are able to reach their borders and report their findings, I'm afraid we'll be facing an imminent attack. He's offered 2,000 experience, 400 Kurzick faction, 150 gold. I'll find and destroy the Luxon scouts. Part of me wonders, there's just a theory that popped in my mind. This quest will take us like way over here if I remember correctly, which is not far from the supply master. So I do wonder if people like take this quest, go all the way over here, go back here, grab the side quest, go all retrace ships all the way back here, take that quest, and then do do that at the same time to get 800 pop. It feels like it's not the most time efficient way to say get faction, but I do wonder if people have done that in the past. We'll say I'm interested in blessings. Take and then to get our free faction points. I mean, free. I pay 100 gold, but 100 gold you can easily get no problem. Might as well be free, you know. One thing I'm so happy about with this quest is I don't have to carry supplies. I hate having to drop it, pick it back up. The thing pings at me. It's just all around so much nicer this way. I actually should have waited because I didn't realize that we had aggroed another group. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to real fast, just based off of my settings I'm seeing here, I'm actually going to reduce my map with my volume settings here. Just that way, because just in case, I don't know if the game is overloading my voice. I didn't think to watch the old video to see if something was happening, so I'm just going to reduce the game volume because it seems plenty loud to me, and I'm hoping if it's plenty loud to me, it's plenty loud for you guys. I'm keeping the dialogue volume up because I do want to make sure that it's loud and clear for you guys. As loud and clear as my voice. So we'll kind of see. I might increase the master volume but decrease the other ones. I just don't actually know what setting the enemy attacking and things like that. I'm assuming it's effects volume. But you know, I'll find out. I guess. If I'll just have to make sure to remember to do that. My memory is not perfect. Not perfect in the slightest. So this is our first Luxon patrol group. So there's one thing we kind of have to be careful about, is that this group will patrol back. So we kind of want to try and aggro. We actually ordered the aggro the Warden group. I was about to try and aggro the Luxon group. But because the spirit, I guess, is like part of the AI's logic is that the spirit is part of the group. They actually aggroed when we attacked the spirit. Thankfully, Luxons seem to have very small aggro radius because I am this close to them, and yeah, we're killing these guys, and they don't seem to care. Not that I'm playing it. That means the easier it is for us to kill Luxons, the easier it is for us to move on to the next one. I did double check between the last video and this one that Fort Aspenwood is on this map, but Jade Quarry is actually in the other one. So most likely in this episode we're probably just going to be getting to Fort Aspenwood, depending on how long it takes to complete this quest and to get to Fort Aspenwood in general. And then from there, we'll probably and if we don't do it this episode, it'll be next episode. We'll be doing the 2 side quests in this map over here, which is also where Jade Quarry is, and we'll just take Jade Quarry over there. Simple as that. Just gonna use Spear Rift there. Looks like got some enemies in the back line, which is going to. Yes! He came over here just as I was destroying my Spirit of Destruction. According to plan. You guys remember last up? I forgot to, I did so much things to clear my to start clearing my inventory that I apparently forgot to actually clear my inventory. I was like, oh, I'm going to, I'm going to identify everything. I think what happened is I got distracted by the faction's reward guy and just didn't consider the fact. Do not remember the fact that merchants exist. Oh well, I'm just gonna start salvaging things because I did get 3 inscriptions for 3 inscriptions for that were highly salvageable. So I guess I might as well salvage them. It was the universe telling me to salvage them instead of selling them. I think it's what was happening there. Yeah, but using the key we got last episode, we were able to open up that Kurzick chest. We got a purple staff out of it. Nothing too impressive, but still. Better than nothing, right? And then, admittedly, you might have been able to sell the key for more than what the staff was worth. Did I just not pick it up? Or is it actually not even purple? Was it just normal? I think I forgot to pick up that weapon. I must have been too distracted by, like, my conversational skills. I don't know whether that means I'm awesome or horrible. I'm leaning towards the horrible part. But, you know, you guys can be the judge of that one. You guys are watching me. Hopefully that means I'm doing something right. And hopefully you guys are, you know, enjoying the ride through the Guild Wars factions. This is going to be a series where I'm going to be playing Guild Wars for quite a while. I don't actually know what I'm going to do when I finish with, you know, like Guild Wars 1, Guild Wars, you know, all the Guild Wars 1 stuff. Because part of me actually, like, you know, I do want to resume my Rome Total War 2 thing if I can make time for it. Because I do love that campaign. It's like my closest to world domination I think I've ever actually bothered going in a Total War game. Because of the fact that I usually get bored. But maybe because I was like only playing bite size at a time, and but it was just like I'm just want to keep playing it. I couldn't resist playing a little bit of it. It feels like it's been a couple years. I don't know if I'm ever gonna play this save again, but I want to keep playing it. I want to beat up Rome. Who knows? Maybe what I'm gonna do. Maybe what I'll do is instead of recording this every week, maybe I will hop over to Rome 2 for a little bit. See how that goes. They don't want to just play, you know, Guild Wars 1. It's not the only game I played in this history of this channel. I've played a lot of Rome 2. I played some Overcooked with my wife. I actually still haven't beat the final boss. Just something we were like, oh, this guy's so hard, and then we were like, we'll come back to this, and then we just never did. Though we did play Takes Two. I don't think I actually ever uploaded this, but I actually started playing BioShock Remastered because I just wanted to test it out, see how it went, and then I was thinking about recording I just didn't pick this up. But then I've lost those recordings because I never ended up uploading it. So I just wasn't sure if I was going to keep going because of my time and everything that I had going on. So I might want to restart that because I bought the Biomaster Remastered Collection. I haven't played it. You know, and I kind of want to play it at this point. And then, so yeah, maybe I'll do it in the future. And it's actually funny, my wife and I, we had actually, for the fun of it, had recorded us playing Uncharted because we had his PS4. Like, I got a whole capture card system set up for it. This was actually a long time ago. 3 years ago, we actually had started like doing it. I don't remember why I decided I didn't want to upload it. I forget if it was like I didn't like the look of the quality of it, or if we were just still trying to figure something out. I don't quite remember. But I do remember about it is we had started it. You know, we were playing on the couch. I had like my computer hooked up to my computer or my laptop at the very least. And like the microphone nearby, and we're playing like off and on. Like if I died, she got to play. If she died, I got to play. And I could have sworn we played enough to do like 2 episodes, but then I just decided not to upload that. And I don't have the save anymore because that was at least one house ago. I say house, but one apartment ago. We were trying that one. I still want to play. I still haven't actually played that Uncharted game. I do want to on the PS4. If it had a PlayStation, if it had a not PlayStation, if it has a I'm thinking of the word. If it had a oh, excuse me, sorry. But if it has a PC port, that'd be great. I know Sony's been not a big fan of Sony, but I do know that they've been trying to release some of their old games on the on the PC to make some extra money. I think Uncharted 4 is out on Steam. I don't know if they've done the first 3 games. I don't remember. Let's see. What say you? Oh, more Luxons. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm hunting down Luxons, so I guess it only makes sense that I'm facing more Luxons. Oh, there's a monk over there. Let me focus him down as my priority. Get some energy back. I don't see any more enemies left, so I'm just gonna get a gaze of fury. Oh, perfect. That monk went the wrong neighborhood, buddy. He went to the wrong neighborhood. He moved closer to my sphere of destruction. I blew him up. It's great. Great. Ah. Yeah, but I do want to play Uncharted because I actually played. This was back when I was streaming on Twitch. I played. Tomb Raider, the new series, like the ones that came out in the 2010s. I played the first game and second game on my Twitch channel. I enjoyed both of them. I enjoyed the first one more than the second one, personally. I don't know the right word for it, but I kind of just felt more natural. Maybe might be the right word for it. I just didn't like the second one as much. I also think it didn't run as well on my computer. But I think I might have a new computer since then. But I just didn't like it quite as much. But be careful, we have groups on either side that can attack us. So we're I got there's this vest. Just as I was saying that, eh? You were listening in on the recording, weren't you? But I heard there's a third game. I heard the third game wasn't very good. I don't think I bought that. I have so many Steam games that I want to play. I just don't have the time to play because it's like I kind of just tend to go back to my old reliables. You know, I go back to playing Guild Wars. I actually have been playing that one like 3 nights a week recently. I play it once every Monday. Oh, look at a boss! Great. But I've been playing it once every. No, I didn't mean to do that. Oh. Where I play Mondays with my guildies for Guild Wars 1 nights. I've also recently been playing them on Thursdays with my friend of mine. I bought him the game at the anniversary, and I'm like, if we play, I buy this with you, play with me, and he says, yeah, I'll play with you. Just trapped. And then of course I've been recording these videos. I've been trying to make time at least once a week to get it done. One thing that would be kind of nice is that I finished my finals from my college semester. I think I mentioned I've gone back to college recently. Which means that until the fall semester, I will have more free time to record some videos, so we'll see if I remember to build up a stockpile like I should. I think I told myself I would do that other times. We'll see if I stick to it this time. Where I build up kind of stockpile of videos because I'll be quite busy because I'll be working full time and doing all 4 of my classes. I've been having to cut down on some of my extracurriculars. Like I run currently 3 campaigns for tabletop role playing game. 2 of them are Savage Worlds. 1 of them is Dragonbane. I'm gonna have to put 1 of them on hold because I want to make sure that I have time. And honestly, I'm not the Dragonbane one. We'll kind of see. Thankfully, with how well written the Dragonbane thing is, it's super easy for me to run. We only go for about 2 hours, and usually like 30 minutes of reading tops will get me to be able to run it. But I want to make sure that my campaign with my main group is still going to be able to go through because it took me a couple of years to get a group together that I because I plays off each other very well and kind of just makes it so my life is super easy as a game master because they'll theory craft things, they'll talk to each other, which gives me time to prepare for things. I definitely don't want to risk that group falling apart. But I had to tell them, I'm like, hey, I don't know if I'll have the bandwidth to run this campaign into this full semester, because I'm converting Dungeons and Dragons 5th Edition's campaign of Icewind Dale Ram and the Frost Maiden to Savage Worlds, which means compared to Dragonbane, and it's on the Dragonbane one is actually in person, so has its own differences which I need to prepare for. But for for that one, I have to get the maps ready. I have to plop into the virtual tabletop. Though not every area has a map. Like there's a lot of places we go to where I've homebrewed. Not necessarily beforehand, but more of like the players are going somewhere. The book does not include, has not prepared for, and I have to make it up on the spot. And I'll just be like, "This is what it is," and my brain. At least for that session, the next one can remember what I've made up enough to like keep it going somewhat coherently for the players. At least nobody's told me I'm probably wrong with incoherence. But I did have to tell them, I was like, it's like I might have to transfer you guys, like end this campaign early, transition you guys to Dragonbane because it's easy to prepare for the same campaign for two reasons. First one, my brain does do at least a decent job of keeping some of this. Oh, a Prodigy's room. That's gonna be nice. On this one, that's basically one of the very popular Mesmer rune for Dom because Energy Surge uses Prodigies, which is the way it's set up. There's multiple groups here, so we have to make this choke point as best we can. Mox is probably going to aggro the Dredge, which I didn't want to happen, but probably is going to happen. The big problem with that is just the fact that I think the other group also has a healer, which means I'm going to try doing AoE damage to try and do more damage than what the healers can reasonably do. Still multiple healers, so it's still like a bit of a pain. Keep up Splitter Weapon, basically spam out Spirit as best I can, destroy my Spirit Destruction. Oh yep, I got you, buddy. Our backline, as you can see, is getting damaged a little bit by the Guardians attacking them and the Gatherers and stuff like that. But I would like to believe I'm doing a good job of weakening this guy now. Yeah, Mox doing a great job. Very proud of Mox. He has actually been harassing the enemy's backline for me. I'm going to destroy that Wanderlust. Oh, my guys are kiting away from my spirits, which is a bit annoying. I was hoping to summon my Spirit of Destruction, but yeah, this one was a bit of a battle of attrition, but we are winning this, as you guys can see. This is actually a moment where Spirit of Destruction would be very useful, because my hero's kiting have actually pushed up, so my Spirit of Destruction way back there didn't get any value, because we were in a less defensive state there. But anyways, enough about the game that I'm recording. My life is more important, right? You guys listening for a podcast with my life, right? But when it comes to it, it's kind of funny. But Dragonbane, like the module for Savage Worlds, and just the module for Dragonbane is night and day. The Savage Worlds, the base module will allow you to be like basic functionality. You can do some rules. They didn't do the best job with the bestiary, from my experience. The Dragonbane, everything runs nicely. All the artwork looks pretty. I don't feel the need for any add-ons based on what they have, besides what they've given you in the base module. While Savage Worlds feels like I need it to be able to a lot of add-ons to make it feel nice. Right now we finished the last of the Luxon group, so now it's telling us to go back to the Forester Master to turn this quest. Well, it's a bit unfortunate that we're basically going to be walking all the way back to the conservatory, all the way back here, so we can get to Fort Aspenwood, because Fort Aspenwood like right over here, and I don't feel like killing my way back over there. We'll see. I might just map out a House of Helter and walk because dang, I don't have any movement speed bonuses. But yeah, the Dragonbane Foundry is just so much better. Plus, for the preparation of the maps, I don't actually need to really do anything. All the monsters are placed there. All the maps are already done for me. I have to import the maps for my current campaign, manually put all the walls, manually create the stat blocks, converting them over from 5e primarily. Um, but also trying to add some flair to it. So they're not just boring enemies with just basic stats, because that's what 5e enemies are. They're just basic like enemies who will attack, auto attack, maybe cast a spell here or there. But trying to give them edges, give them some flavor, differentiate them a little bit. Requires a lot more work than simply, oh, you went here? All right, I'll load up the map. Oh, this thing is scaled based off of how many players there are. Okay, that's simple enough. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 of you. Okay, there's 5 enemies. 1 plus 1, because one thing they'll do is like it could be like 1 for each character. 1 plus 1 for each character. Savage also does that too when in their core modules. But I'm converting from D&D 5e. It's not a core Savage Worlds module. So it doesn't really have that much guidelines, so you kind of have to make it up on the fly. I was thinking of going to Fort Aspenwood here, but this long walk, man. I'm just gonna lean back and just relax. Get you guys in a nice, relaxed state as well. Guess I could say. Yeah, that's why I might convert them over to Dragonbane. It's just I want to keep the game group going. Well, I don't want to end a campaign early. If it's something where between halting the campaign, which I'm gonna have to do with at least one of those campaigns, is maybe converting it over to an easier to run campaign. But we'll kind of see how my semester goes. This semester only 2 classes, and I'm going to 4. Working full time. Yeah, great. See how it goes. Before semester Foster says, "Good work here, my old games. Of course, I knew that you'd be successful. There was that sign last night when the winds grew especially strong, and then again this morning when I stumbled upon that especially large ring of mushrooms. Oh, and then there was that pine cone that fell on my head. Anyhow, thanks to you, the Luxons would like to think twice before trying to infiltrate Ferndale again. 2,000 experience, 400 cards of action, 150 gold, and all mine. Like I said, I'm pretty confident that that's also a repeatable quest. So screw it. I'm going to go to Fort Aspenwood. You guys are along for the ride. No escape. You guys cannot close the the window. It's not allowed. You're stuck with me. Okay. No browser closing. No muting either. I'm watching you. Yeah, that's kind of how it goes. With class over though, for the next basically 3 months, I'm tempted to resume a creation of my own tabletop game. The biggest thing is I don't fully know all the mechanics, which drives me a little bit crazy. It's like I know certain things for certain. Like I know I want the action resolution to be this way. I want the stats to be kind of like this. I know I want certain things, the action economy. But then there's some minute detail. There's multiple details. I'm like, I don't know. Do I want the old-fashioned tracking system? Do I want to steal the supply mechanic from Forbidden Lands? What do I want to do? But, and then sometimes I get to the bigger picture of and I look at some of the side things. It's I do want to add talents, but what will the talents do? Because I know I don't want those talents to be give you something you can't do. I don't want somebody to say you can't dual wield because you do not have the dual wielding talent. No, I want to make a mechanic where you can dual wield. But maybe if you don't have this particular talent, you have a minus 20% to that effective skill. Unless you have this talent, then this talent at tier, and I think I'm doing multiple tiers. And where it's like tier 1, you remove the modifier. Tier 2, giving them a bonus for some sort. I don't know what yet. Maybe it could be like a bonus. If you are dual wielding weapons, you get an effective +10 to both attack rolls. Or maybe, like, I know one thing I'm planning on doing is for dual wielding core for the system is I want offense to have a purpose. I don't want people to be like, why would I get a one-handed sword and a shield when I can get a giant two-handed weapon which will do more damage? And the reason I want that to be is if you have a shield, you get one, because that action problem I think of is you do one action, one movement, just like in Dragon Bane, and that's the end of your turn. No secondary actions, no bonus actions, no fast actions. One action, one movement. And then I'm like, oh, that sounds like a great idea. To me at least. Oops, I went too far to the right. Yeah, I got some dredge. But I'm like, okay, but then I also played like some Warhammer Fantasy, and I know like at second edition, and I was like, oh, this is super cool. If you get a weapon, if you have like a shield or a parrying dagger, you can it allows you to actually parry. And I might be wrong. This might be just my idea, not what the originally was. But I'm pretty sure the original also had it where it's like, if you have a shield, you can parry. You can parry with it, and I think it gives you an extra parry. If it doesn't give you an extra parry, at least it gives you a bonus or something. I remember in the second E. But I heard that idea and I was like, oh my god, this is great. I'm gonna make it so if anybody has a shield, they can they get one free parry attempt per round outside of the normal action and movement economy. And I was like, by doing that, it will hopefully make it so that way Shield gets some use out of it, and that'd be really awesome. And then, but part of it was like, also like, oh, maybe I should do that for parrying daggers. We can do a shield or a parrying dagger. So I think it, that flavor is just nice and cool. Hey, look, there's a quest over here. We're gonna have to. Well, I'm gonna take this quest real fast. So if this is from a dredge guy named Mullinax. What say you, Mullinax? Says, you won't attack me, will you? I do not mean you any harm. I just need someone to help. My people fight a great underground war against the Stone Summit Dwarves in the Shiver Peaks, far to the north. Think. But some of my clan decided to escape the only way we knew how, by digging a tunnel to the other side of the world. And now here we are, safe from the dwarves, and now we are safe. Safe for the dwarves, it seems. But these forests are strange to us. There are creatures that do not want to enslave us, no. But they want us dead. Humans called Kurzick, I think, try to kill us for encroaching on their territory. Please help us. I beg you. Help me reach this Count Zuhelter I've heard the humans mention. I think he is one of their leaders. If he knew of their plight, surely his people not hunt us like animals. He's offering 3,000 experience, 750 Kurzick faction, 250 gold, and equipment requisition if I accept his plea. He says, I will plead your cause with the Count for freedom! Or I could say, you don't know many Kurzicks, do you? I'll take his quest. Envoy for peace, as they say. And we're going to enter side. So there's actually just 2 versions of Fort Aspenwood. So I'm going to... Apparently the portal's not right here. It's a little bit further up. I was expecting a map loading screen hit me right real fast. It did not. So we're just going to be on our way. There it is. This is called the Fort Aspenwood Gate. So this one is actually the normal PvE map, where you can get some heroes, little outposts you can leave from, henchmen are here, and chest. I think there's a merchant. Yeah, there's a merchant there, and all that jazz. And your party stays with you. But is there anything over here? Or is this just empty? Yeah, this looks just empty. Interesting. Okay, I guess it's just for a little extra space. But alternatively, you can head through here into the actual Fort Aspenwood. And this is where the actual PvP goes. There's nobody online right now in here, but I've heard rumors that Fort Aspenwood does get some life on the weekends. I don't know how accurate that is, and honestly, I know Jade Quarry quite well because I did Alliance Battle and Jade Quarry for this one, but I actually don't remember Fort Aspenwood at all. So I would love if I could like find a weekend or something where people are organizing stuff for it and do it, because I think it'd be a lot of fun. But to complete our quest of reaching Fort Aspenwood, we talked to Master Architect Gunther. Says Council Helter sent you. Well, we could definitely use the extra help. Thank you for coming. That's that. We'll do is I'm just going to travel us to House Zuhelter. The reason for that being is I would like to be able to be in a decent position at the beginning of the next episode to talk to the Count. But we'll save that for next time. I do appreciate you guys so much for watching. Thank you for listening to my rambling speech about whatever came to my mind first. I do hope you guys have a great day, night, evening, wherever you may be. And I'll hope to see you guys next time.